Hello, my name is Maria Murray, and today I'll be talking to you guys about game developers' responsibilities. Do or should games teach ethical and unethical behaviors? Ethics in the real world. What is ethics? A simple definition of ethics is one's determination of what is right and what is wrong. As you can see here in the picture on the right, he has an angel and a devil on his side, I guess discussing which decision he'll make, the right or the wrong one. And you can see he's a little puzzled right now. Okay. Where do we learn what is right and what is wrong? Ethics should be taught to everyone at an early age, and usually is. Sometimes parents don't have the time to be there for their children as much as they'd like to, and have no way of showing them what is right and what is wrong. They expect our school system to implement ethics to the curriculum, but that's not always the case. Does video game violence create aggressive children? Which is a big question going around right now, and it doesn't. Where does ethics stand in our society today? In the United States, we are faced with a lot of ethical issues regarding our youth. Violence has increased and gun violence has become a major topic in our news. When an issue is so big, we start pointing fingers in the wrong direction sometimes and blame the wrong things. Video games aren't causing children to terrorize other children. There are multiple studies showing that there is no evidence to support any link between violent video games and children's behavior. But we have strong leaders in our nation telling other people otherwise, giving video games a bad representation. Video games suffer from constant accusations of corrupting morality. Here's a quote from our president saying, "I hear that more and more are saying that the extent of violent video games is really shaping the minds of young people, when there's really no studying showing towards that. All the studies are showing against that." Games and ethics. Video games have improved tremendously. Developers have now even implemented ethical decisions inside of video games to help develop someone's ethical skills and decision making. They have implemented decision making through various speech options to help one develop their ethical skills. One of the most feared things as a developer is corrupting their consumers and leading them to immorality. They have made a lot of games, like Fallout, which does the complete opposite for the users. Teaching the users ethics will teach them a particular wisdom that Aristotle considered essential to being a moral virtue. In the picture on the right, we have a picture of you beating the Mario Bros. Game. Some games, they give you the decisions to make the right ones or the wrong ones, and whatever decision you decide. Some other games just they have the decision already made for you, which is usually the moral decision. Like in Mario Bros., you're this plumber that is trying to save a princess from this bad guy. And the whole game, you're killing off bad guys to reach to the ultimate goal, which is the good goal. Okay. So there's other games like Fallout 3, which is the opposite. You have the freedom to make whatever decision you'd like. You're free in an open world to do whatever you'd like, but there's also consequences in the decisions you make. The Fallout series is one of the best examples of how to give players thoughtful moral problems and various different paths to resolving them. In this game, you are faced with tough decisions that will shape your character, giving them different dialogue choices to help make these decisions and teach the player the downfall of not doing the right thing. The developers do this by making this game completely interactive, allowing the players to have complete freedom in their decision making. What makes this game so unique is how the users choices goes along with them through the gameplay. For example, if a character builds up their belt karma points high enough, the bandits, which are like bad people in the game, they're just wandering around everywhere, won't bother you and just ignore you like you're one of them. But if you have good enough karma, they'll attack you. And also, a bad way of seeing this is some vendors don't want to sell to you in this game if you have bad enough karma. Okay, so karma in general, bad or good? Just like in real life, sometimes doing something bad can make your life easier and more beneficial. But there is a price to pay. Usually it's taking advantage of others. Showing anyone who plays this game that doing the right thing can have a great benefit in the long run. In this game, your actions are calculated into moral choice engine, giving the player a score in their moral or immoral choices. This game is a great example of developers using their creation power to teach ethics in a video game, since it gives the player complete freedom to be moral or immoral. On top, we have if you're in a higher level of good karma, you're all the way on the right, and then if you have a lower value of karma, you're all the way on the left. You start off in the middle, and then depending the good deeds you do, you're moving up or down. Other games using ethics. BioShock gives the player a crucial moral choice throughout the game. Kill little girls. They call them in the game little sisters. So you can kill them. You have two choices, like it shows in the picture on the right. You can harvest them or rescue them. Harvest them is killing them, and then by killing them, it makes you stronger as a character. And then rescuing them, you still get some points, but not as much. The decision will lead the player in a good or evil path regarding in their decision. This game isn't as complex as Fallout 3 is with decision making, but it uses the user's ethical skills to make important decisions. And just like in the other game, depending on what decision you make, your path will be different. This one has two different paths. A positive path if you're to do positive things, and then a negative one. What are the benefits of these types of games? Okay, well, these games help improve the user's decision-making skills through all the different options they have, and helps them better making decisions. Teaches the user's ethical skills. Completely interactive, giving the user complete freedom to make their decisions. Will show the hardships of decision making in the real world, helping the users to prepare for real life ethical dilemmas. So, as you can see from these past examples, that ethics is being taught in video games. Video games are a huge market right now, and it continues to grow. So it's important that we keep ethics a part of them. Video games don't only offer the users a way to escape reality, but now developers are implementing real-world skills into these games that users can take with them through their everyday life. Games like Fallout 3 making decisions quality to help improve decision making for the users. Ethics should continue to be taught in the future games to keep everyone's mind, young or older, working with difficult ethical dilemmas. Now finally, game developers' responsibilities. These are more than just games. They're interactive games created a fictional world for the gamers to play in. These games will have an impact on us in the real world. So it's great that developers are going out of their way to implement ethical and unethical behaviors for the users to decide what path suits them. Developers don't have the responsibility to teach the users ethics or critical thinking skills, but they choose to do so anyways, which is a great learning method since some users spend more time playing video games than interacting with others. Not only does engagement of players in the fantasy world allow video games to use ethical decision making, but it also educates them. These games are an art form that uses players' values in creating difficult situations that will force the players to use their own values, not forcing them to choose anything. Game decision making, good or bad, has improved decision making skills for our players. So yes, developers should keep making these games, not only for they're extremely enjoyable and great games, but they're also helpful to teach ethics skills for the users. Thank you.